participation means a lot to me. By way of being interested, being engaged in my community, giving back to my community, and generally trying to make a better world by improving my community. And my role as a participant in that I see very valuable and very important.
Community participation to me is think about the issues which are important to the community and to your life. I feel that society or individuals have the capacity to change. Individual has the capacity to take steps to do something about the issue which is important to their lives and the life of the community.
Individuals collectively can work together and step into the spaces that shrinking services and have left and change the dynamics around how health and community services operate.
At the time I began this journey, I never would have thought I'd be doing things like I'm doing now, maybe doing this now, but I understand that the consumer's voice really needs to be heard, and the power of that lived experience of what people have been through, I've seen it make a difference, and so it's just the most amazing journey. And also I'm finding that services are really engaging more with the lived experience now and with consumers. It's fantastic, I love it.
Challenging. There's lots of things I've found challenging. The biggest one is acronyms. I can't stand them. It just seems to be every service bombards you with acronyms. The way the system works, only going to a meeting once a month, I feel like I'm left out of the loop in a lot of information, also because I'm not on the tech highway, so they have to send me minutes in the mail. Sometimes I don't get them till like the morning before the meeting, whereas people on email, I guess, would get it a lot sooner. But I represent a lot of people that don't have that technology, and so I feel it's important to make sure that those people aren't forgotten.
And I see it with other consumers, current consumers. They come to our meetings and they bring their own issues. And it can be very tricky for some people to understand that it's not about their own issues, it's about that perspective, but it's about feeling comfortable to leave your own issues aside, but bring the issues that you're addressing to the table. Often it cost me money to participate, to go to meetings. There was no reimbursement for travel and things like that. And being the quiet person I was at the time, I felt very uncomfortable in speaking up and saying, all the staff are here in paid time and I'm here in my own time.
What is the actual best need of this community that we can all agree on? So it's not ever one person, it is collaboration. And, a strong sense of optimism and hope helps build that, not surprisingly. So, if you treat each other with respect, if you have some clear goals in mind that you agree on, then things move forward.
If we're going to ask people to be involved in committee work, their views have got to be respected, and they shouldn't be pandered to, and they should be treated with a lot of respect as equal partners in the work that we do.
Taking the leap into participation, it definitely has aided my recovery. It was when I started getting more involved in volunteering that my recovery sped up, and it's maintained my recovery. It also gives you a whole lot of skill sets. I think my volunteering in Grow is one of the reasons why I ended up getting paid work, because I developed all those skills around decentralising, around looking for the bigger picture.
It changed my life. I feel like beforehand, like I was a really tight little bud, and everything was inside me, and I felt always restricted. But I found through consumer participation that over the years I've been able to open up and really be me. And yeah, as I said, it's a journey that is individual for everybody. But for me, it's been the most profound part of my whole life.
So if you are in my neighbourhood and you are interested in anything like you've heard me talk about, you should perhaps take notice at your local health centre, your local library, and read your local newspapers, because they will advertise events that are available. Means that you can become involved. If you prefer the internet, Google various associations and follow the links. I think you'll find it a very rewarding experience.
It gives you joy. It gives you purpose for living. It gives you so much spiritual strength to go ahead. So I will advise any community member who has passion to help out the community, who are thinking about an issue which is important to them at the local level, state level, national level, or even international level. Come out.
If I was thinking about telling somebody or promoting people getting involved in their community in any way, shape or form, I would encourage it. If not for the simple fact it gets you out of the house, it gets you to meet people, you end up doing a lot of good things, and it does help your self-esteem. You get new friends, you learn more about your community, and you actually feel more part of your community. It definitely gets rid of that isolation that I was feeling when I first moved here.